The mind is not a blank slate, but a factory of concepts. Morality is not derived from religion, but from reason. The only thing good without qualification is a good will. Act only according to that maxim by which you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law. We are not objects to be used, but subjects with dignity and autonomy. Knowledge is not merely a collection of facts, but an active engagement with the world. The categorical imperative demands respect for humanity in every person. It is through reason that we can discover the true nature of reality. Experience without theory is blind, but theory without experience is mere intellectual play. The moral worth of an action lies in the intention behind it, not in the consequences. A good will is not good because of what it performs or accomplishes, but because of its volition. Two things fill the mind with ever new and increasing admiration and awe: the starry heavens above and the moral law within. Reason is the source of morality and the foundation of our ethical duties. We should treat all individuals as ends in themselves, never as mere means to our own ends. Freedom is not doing what we desire, but acting according to reason. The pursuit of knowledge is a lifelong endeavor that enriches our understanding of the world. We have a duty to seek truth and cultivate our intellectual faculties. In the realm of ethics, reason is the guiding light that leads us to moral principles. The mind is not a passive receptacle of information, but an active agent in constructing knowledge. We can only know things as they appear to us, not as they are in themselves. Morality is not a matter of personal preference, but grounded in rational principles. We must act in accordance with the moral law, even if it conflicts with our desires. The true measure of an individual's worth is not in their possessions, but in their character. Every individual has a duty to develop their own rational capacities. Human beings have intrinsic value and should never be treated as mere objects. We are responsible for our actions, as they have consequences that affect others. The pursuit of knowledge requires questioning and critical thinking. Human reason has the power to transcend the limits of experience. We have a duty to cultivate our moral character and strive for moral perfection. The moral law is not imposed upon us from outside, but arises from our own rational nature. Reason provides the foundation for objective and universal moral principles. We have a duty to treat others with respect and dignity, regardless of their circumstances. To be truly moral, our actions must be guided by reason and not by personal desires. We should strive for intellectual autonomy and resist the influence of authority. Morality is not a matter of subjective opinion, but grounded in rational principles. The mind has the power to shape and transform the world. We have a duty to use our reason to overcome ignorance and prejudice. Morality requires that we treat all individuals as equal and deserving of respect. Human beings have the capacity for moral reasoning and should strive to act ethically. Reason is the source of our capacity for knowledge and moral judgment. We have a duty to seek truth and reject falsehood. Morality is not a set of arbitrary rules, but a system of principles grounded in reason. The pursuit of knowledge and the pursuit of morality are interconnected. Our actions should be guided by moral principles that are universally applicable. We should strive to live in accordance with the moral law, even in the face of adversity. To be truly free, we must act in accordance with reason and moral principles. The path to moral enlightenment requires constant self-reflection and self-improvement. We have a duty to treat others with kindness, empathy, and compassion. Moral actions are those that can be rationally justified and defended. The pursuit of knowledge is a noble and worthwhile endeavor that enriches our lives. We should strive to live in harmony with the natural world, recognizing our interconnectedness. Morality is not a matter of personal preference, but an objective standard to be discovered. The search for truth requires intellectual humility and an open mind. We should strive to create a just society that upholds the dignity and rights of all individuals. Reason enables us to transcend our subjective biases and make objective judgments. Morality is not a burden, but a source of fulfillment and meaning in life. We have a duty to promote the well-being of all individuals, not just our own self-interest. The pursuit of knowledge requires intellectual courage and a willingness to challenge conventional wisdom. Moral actions are those that promote the flourishing of all individuals in society. Reason is the foundation of moral autonomy and the capacity for self-governance. We should strive to be agents of positive change in the world, guided by moral principles. Morality transcends cultural and societal norms, as it is grounded in rational principles. The pursuit of knowledge requires intellectual curiosity and a hunger for truth. We have a duty to engage in moral discourse and strive for ethical consensus. Reason enables us to recognize and respect the inherent worth and dignity of every individual. Morality requires that we act in accordance with the principles of fairness and justice. The pursuit of knowledge requires intellectual honesty and integrity. We should strive to create a society that values reason, tolerance, and pluralism. Morality is not a rigid set of rules, but a dynamic process of moral deliberation. Reason empowers us to challenge oppressive systems and advocate for social justice. We have a duty to use our intellectual abilities for the betterment of humanity. Morality is not a matter of personal opinion, but a universal framework for ethical decision-making. The pursuit of knowledge requires intellectual perseverance and a commitment to truth-seeking. We should strive to be morally responsible individuals, accountable for our actions. Reason allows us to transcend our individual perspectives and consider the interests of all. Morality requires that we treat all individuals with fairness, regardless of their differences. The pursuit of knowledge requires intellectual humility, acknowledging the limits of our understanding. We have a duty to challenge unjust systems and work towards social progress. Morality is not a matter of blind obedience, but a rational commitment to ethical principles. Reason enables us to discern between right and wrong, guiding our moral choices. We should strive to live in accordance with our moral principles, even in difficult circumstances. Morality transcends personal desires and preferences, aiming for the greater good. The pursuit of knowledge requires intellectual empathy, seeking to understand diverse perspectives. We have a duty to promote intellectual freedom and defend the pursuit of truth. Morality is not a rigid code, but a flexible framework that adapts to changing circumstances.